Hello and welcome to the Machona podcast. This is Machona, and I hope you've had a great week, staying safe from the COVID-19 as well. Today we are continuing with the series that we started, which is Boy Meets Girl. And the last recording that we did, we discussed why somebody would want to have a girlfriend. So we went through a series of reasons on why somebody would think about having a partner. Now today we are going to talk about finding the right partner, and this is the first time that we are also going to incorporate video, which I hope will be enjoyable to you. And so I went through a number of medias, just trying to find those steps that we can discuss as usual, and I found about 6 of them. So I'm going to just read each one of them, and then we discuss. So the first one is you need to find someone that you like being around, and what this means is you need to find someone that you feel comfortable to be around, and someone that you obviously, if you are away from them, you can't wait to go back to them and hang out with them. And this is very important because a relationship is supposed to be, it's supposed to bring some form of happiness to each partner. And if you can't stand being around someone, then you can't really enjoy their company as well. And if you can't enjoy their company, then the relationship already has issues there. So you need to find someone that you are comfortable with, someone that you can be able to express yourself or your inner self around, and not feel judged or feel like somebody's trying to change the way you act or the way you carry yourself. But find someone that you can be silly around with, and that gives you that comfortability. You would be comfortable around them, and you would be yourself. And so that's important. The second one is you need to find someone with self-respect, someone who loves herself in a positive light. I know nowadays we have too many people with insecurities. As someone has said, a lot of people nowadays are damaged. So you have a lot of people who have had their confidence knocked around because of a lot of bad relationships and the like. But you need to find someone who already knows their self-worth. And the reason why you need to find such a person is, as the saying goes, you can't love someone if you don't love yourself. And so if somebody has that love for themselves, then they would be able to know what kind of love to give to someone else as well. And so that is important. And the third one is she must be pretty. I know that sounds obvious, but in most cases you'd find people they are in a relationship, and they don't really want to walk around with their partner in public, or they don't want to be seen with their partner in public. And in most cases it's because maybe you just fell in love with the person's personality, but you don't really find them to be that attractive, and so you start hiding them or something like that. And so the main reason really is you need to prioritize the emotional attraction, of course, but also don't neglect the physical attraction as well, because that also plays an important part. You might be with someone, and then you start looking elsewhere, which definitely is a no-no. So you need to make sure that the person that you are going after is good to your eye as well as to your heart. The fourth one is they need to have a good sense of humor. Now, laughter is very important, and it's also a very good part of any relationship. And if you are able to laugh with someone, then obviously you can easily be able to build a strong friendship from there. And even if something that is always prevalent is you are going to have fights in that relationship. And if you do not have that strong foundation of friendship where you can be light-hearted towards each other, then in most cases it becomes a problem, because grudges will be held. But if that person is truly your friend, then you can easily be able to forgive each other and move on, and you can probably even have a laugh about it afterwards. So it is very important to find someone with a good sense of humor, and they should be independent. So you need to find someone who's able to stand on their own 2 feet and be comfortable. Someone who has their own interests and priorities as well. You don't want someone who's going to depend too much on you, because that's a weight that you would now start needing to bear. You need to find someone who's able to, like, she has her own interests and she has her own priorities as well, which means she is able to, even if you're not there, she is still able to, stand on her own. Even though you're supposed to be a team, but sometimes you can be separated maybe by distance or whatever. But if that person was already standing on their 2 feet when you found her, then that means even if you're not there, the connection will still be around, because nothing pretty much changes in her day-to-day activities, but only maybe the distance has come around, and then you can find ways of working around that. So you definitely do need someone who's independent and not very clingy. I know some people do like to have girlfriends who are clingy, like every time she just wants to be with you and all that kind of stuff. But it's in the long run, it starts to suffocate the guy in one way or the other. And so that's important as well. Now the last one that I found, or that I chose to, I'm trying to make the video a bit short because of the editing and all that, and it's the first one. I don't want to make it too long. So the last one is you need someone who wants the same out of the relationship as you. So when you are getting into this relationship, you need to have the same goals. You need to have a picture of the same destination, really, of where the relationship should be going. If it is marriage that you want to get out of it, then both should be on the same page. If it's just let's see what happens, then at least both should know, because it's no fun being in a relationship alone. It's no fun trying to do as much as you can for someone, and then they are not really fully committed to the relationship. Or in other words, you could be maybe just trying to see what happens, and then the other person is really, really in love with you, and they start to have plans of the future. That is very cruel. And so you need to make sure that the other person is on the same page and they have the same goals as you for the relationship. So these are the short tips that I had. Hope you enjoy the video as well. This is the first time. I'll be looking forward to seeing the feedback on the video, especially. I'll put it on YouTube. My channel is called the Machona Podcast, so you can search for that, and you'll be able to see the other episodes as well. And the other place that I'll put it on is my website, which is machona.com. So that's www.machona.com. And also there is a Facebook page as well, which is called Machona Podcast. You can hop on there as well and comment on whatever you see on there, and we can then be able to interact. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe as well when you go to the YouTube channel, so that you would be able to see notifications every time that we post a new video. So once again, it's been Machona. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the other side.